There's nothing left in Chicago. Everybody that lived there need to just get up and move. Cause it's over for Chirac. The chicken don't even taste good like how it used to taste. Lil Durk gonna have to get real comfortable. They letting him get BBLs in jail, so he might be alright. It's a hip hop concert going on in jail right now. Lil Durk wake up every day in a stinking cell, smelling like hot doodle pressed against the iron. That's his alarm clock. And the rumor is he's snitching in court. The whole OTF done told on each other. There's no way they can get out of this situation. And it's looking like he ain't never gonna come home. We're about to talk about it, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel too. Hit the notification button, y'all. We're about to get into this news. I'm sad about it, to be honest with y'all, man, because I was kind of hoping that Durk was gonna come home. I thought he was gonna take a little vacation like they usually do and come home. But with everybody snitching in the situation, it's looking like that's gonna be impossible for him to do, unless they say they was just playing or something, but it's too late for all of that. It's a high profile case. People died behind this, and Quando Rondo dropped his flag after they killed his people, so it really was no point in trying to retaliate against Quando Rondo because he didn't want no smoke with King Von in the first place. Rest in peace to Von, but that was some weak trying to beat up on Lil Quando Rondo, messed around and got capped. Now they trying to slide for Von. I bet Lil Durk wish he never met Von, or never signed him to his label, never did no business with him. King Von is the problem. Von is the reason why Durk is in jail right now. We're about to be talking about this stuff, man. So if you weak-minded, or you got a weak heart, or whatever, got weak arms, weak limbs, you might not want to watch this video because we're about to get into some hardcore stuff. Matter of fact, come on, let's get into it.
Look, I don't want to hear nothing. Durk just blamed everything on Vonnie.
Durk snitches on Vonnie.
Is that snitching? That's not snitching.
You're not supposed to say that. Any street. Come on, bro.
On August 25th, the Lil Durk trial changed forever when Trap Lil Ross announced Durk just blamed everything on Vonnie. We're inside of the court. Lil Durk's lawyers announced he was the guy who did everything, while pointing towards OTF Vonnie inside of the courtroom.
Oh, hell no, Durk. He pointed at the man in the courtroom. Oh, ain't no coming back from that. Damn, I thought I would never utter these words. But Lil Durk is a snitch, y'all. He told on Vonnie in the court, pointed at that man. Now he about to be facing the rest of his life in jail. With this level of snitchery, Durk could possibly get off. If he willing to tell it in the courtroom, imagine what he's willing to say to get free. Half of Chicago about to go down. The streets gonna be empty. All of the after hour spots gonna be closed. Ain't gonna be no more gangsters to run none of the festivities that happen that night. Strip clubs gonna be closed. Ain't gonna be no crack to be bought. Fiends gonna mess around and die because they ain't able to get their drugs, man. They gonna have to go to a whole nother city just to smoke crack. Because Lil Durk done snitched. He the 6'9" in Chicago. He might as well grow back the dreads, put some rainbow colors up in there, and claim to be Puerto Rican. And shout out to my Latinos out there. All I'm trying to say is Lil Durk messed up on Tekashi 6'9" proportions. What do we do with Chicago after this? For all the people that live there, are you still proud of your city? All the people in Chicago need to put their head down and cry. And don't stop crying till the snot and the boogers run down your face, man. I know it ain't that deep, but it's deep enough to put an end to all of that gangster drill shit going on in Chicago. It's deep enough to stop all of the violence in Chicago. This might be the best thing to happen to Chicago. It could be a nice, soft city. And I don't see a problem with that. It could be a friendly place to go. They could build amusement parks. That'd be good for the economy of Chicago if they cut all that gangster shit out. Think about it, man. We don't need none of this stuff anyway. We don't need any of this right here. Look.
Making the entire world believe that Lil Durk is snitching to get out of the court case. It resulted in rappers reacting like 6ix9ine who wrote, "So Durk snitching on Vonnie and don't blame his lawyers. Durk paid for them to defend him and knows what they are going."
Wait a minute. So Durk snitching on Vonnie and don't blame his lawyers. Durk paid for them to defend him and knows what they're going to say. They previously talked about what's the defense strategy. Let's put it all on Vonnie. Snitch on me, I'll snitch on you. So snitch plus snitch, it's okay. When you pinned up against the wall like that, I don't even know if you could call that snitching. Because they already know everything. They just want to see if you're going to say it or not. And if they catch you lying and they know you lying, that's just going to be worse for you. So I think they need to abolish the word snitching. Because anybody with a brain, if you're in a situation like that, then you might as well just come clean. There's nothing that they don't know. We all under surveillance. If they had phones on them, wherever they was at, there's cameras all over the place, there's microphones all over the place. And for the sake of not letting the public that they know that they really got it like that, they got to play these little games in court. Because if they just flat out say, hey, we know everything through the cell phones and through the damn headrest in the car and through the radio in the car, we picked up everything, people will be alarmed. People will stop using their devices. People will cut all that shit off. Americans would disconnect their internets if they knew how advanced technology is, especially when it comes to spyware. Them telling whatever they telling in court is not something that the detectives don't already know. It just depends on how they want to play their cards in the situation. And on top of that, how can we capitalize and make some money off of these boys being in court? Because honestly, with the technology that we have, there's no need for courts. There's no need for detectives. There's no need for officers. There ain't no need for none of that. People snitching on themselves, whether they know it or not. But just to keep the game rolling, to keep the show going, for entertainment purposes, they put these dudes in situations to where, hell, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Might as well just go ahead and keep it a buck. So y'all could take that however y'all want to take that. But it does get worse. Listen at this.
Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic. A guy named OTF Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic name.
Jam
now
got
he
him
put
in a
everyone in a
jam.
jam.
We have to assume that OTF Jam told the feds about every he did for Lil Durk.
On August 22nd, the Durk trial exposed exactly why OTF Jam is snitching on Lil Durk, and it's not for a reason you might think. Jam didn't want to snitch against Durk, but he had to because of what OTF Diddy's younger brother did to Jam.
OTF Jam decorated Hitman, Sammy the Bull. He went on a hit with him. I guess we gotta blame Jam because Jam supposedly let him have the afterwards, but he told him to get rid of. He didn't get rid of got caught with the. And when he gets caught with the, he's crying like this before he gets to the station.
Where OTF Jam committed a crime with OTF Diddy's younger brother. The younger brother took the firearm that was used and was told to get rid of it, but he never did. Then he went shopping at a local convenience store with the firearm in his jeans pocket.
Really?
Wow. They caught him at the gas station with the murder weapon in his pocket. Damn, man. It's a wrap. There's nothing they can do at this point. They just gonna have to take it. Like I said, they letting them get BBLs in jail, man. So they either gonna have a party or just be sad for the rest of their lives. I say they might as well just go ahead and thug it out. Cause everybody knowing what's going on. But at the same time, people can care less about what happened amongst gangsters and criminals. But if they killing each other up, oh well. As long as no school kids got hit. As long as a mother walking her kids home from school didn't get hit. I know that's messed up, but if they want to live that life, then let them have at it. Now, if they killed some innocent people on their way home from church, then people will really give a damn. But as far as them killing other gangsters, that's what they supposed to do. I say let them walk. They need to let them come home. Let them out. Let them get back to business. They like the raid for the roaches in the hood. And I know that don't sound right to a lot of people, but it is what it is. I don't think he did nothing wrong. Especially it was my cousin and nobody I love, nobody in my family, you know. I'm not trying to be selfish about the situation, but look at this guy. If you was walking down the street and he was coming towards you, you gonna cross the street or you gonna keep on walking? Me, I keep on walking. But I'll be praying the holy word of Jesus as soon as I get close.
Oh my goodness.
Firearm that was used and was told to get rid of it, but he never did. Then he went shopping at a local convenience store with the firearm in his jeans pocket.
Really?
Dude had it. What about that? A man had it with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
At this moment, Ted was arrested and then driven to the police station. Before even getting inside, with tears coming down his face, he tells the police, "I swear I'll tell you all about the passings," hoping not to be placed into jail, but it was already too late for him.
Hold on, what? Ooh, that nigga crying like a bitch. No, what's the point of being a gangster, man? Where they found this nigga on the video game? He joined the gang on 2K. He crying like a girl. I thought he was a hitter. He walking around with a switch sensitive than a motherfucker. Shoot your ass for looking at him too hard. Where they find these, where they made these, man, I swear, this generation, God have mercy on their souls, man. And this for all the women out there that don't want to have babies with ugly dudes. You want to have a pretty boy to be a baby father. You looking for a Latin, a poppy to be a baby father. You looking for the lightest dude, John B. looking like you could find to be a baby. Y'all got tired of having ugly babies or whatever. Now we got a whole generation of pretty boy softies. Long hair, don't care. Ain't built for nothing but a gun. I can't believe he in the backseat crying like that. And he's supposed to be hard. He was snitching in the cop car before he even got... Why they even put him down with the squad, man? And why would they trust him with anything? That's what got me thinking that a lot of these gangs, they not jumping each other in. They humping each other in. Got to. Because this should have never happened. Hold on.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Oh, the police police had to tell, he about to get a spanking as soon as he get in there. Look at him.
I swear to God, I think I will tell you, please, please.
Being placed.
Oh my God, Chicago, take a nap, y'all. Just take a nap, all my people. No, I need the saddest music we got. Yeah, leave that on, man. Chicago, take a nap. It's over, man. Kanye did what he did. Now this going on with Durk. It's a wrap for Chicago. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Y'all need to cut that out. I knew it was weird when ICE went to Chicago. I knew it was going to be all-out war when ICE showed up. That was the perfect opportunity. And I'm glad it wasn't no violence. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see violence. I don't condone no violence. There should never be no violence out there. But I just knew for a fact that Chicago was going to act a plumb fool. It wasn't none of that. So what is it all about at this point when it comes to Chirac? Was it all a facade? I mean, we know it was killings, but for what though? You figure people was standing on something or standing for something, but it's looking like that's not the case at all. Not just because of this situation, but plenty of situations that took place. Matter of fact, before I go even deeper, I ain't from Chicago, and I still got love and respect for Chicago. Every time I go to Chicago, I always have a great time. Some of the best people live in Chicago. Some of the best food. Some of the best everything. Don't start none, won't be nothing in Chicago. And it's like that in most places. So let me hear what a Chicago native got to say about all this.
Look, I don't want to hear nothing. Durk just blamed everything on Vonnie. Vonnie is the only one that want to slide for Von. Why? Because that's his best friend. He booked the flights. He did this. He did that. Hey, listen. You dealing with some Chicago slime ball ass niggas. I don't care what y'all talking about. Vonnie was never Durk homie. Guess what? Them niggas all congregated, came together, and said, fuck it. This the only way we gonna get Durk home. The only way we gonna get home is we blame it on this outside nigga. He's not a member. He never was a member. This was Von, homie, best friend since they was kids or whatever. He brought him around. Never one of them niggas owned each other loyalty. All them niggas was fake. So guess what the slime ball niggas do? We gonna get Durk home. Fuck it. Let's put it on the weakest link. Let's put it on the Goofy. The Goofy did that. He did this. They gonna try to say, oh, the lawyer's doing that. If you allow your lawyers to blame something, you is the snitch too. Even if you didn't get on the stand, you agreed to let your lawyer say that. As simple as that. I don't want to hear the world saying, oh, Durk not in. Nigga, Durk told them that Durk agreed with this shit. Nigga, trial is going on and Durk blaming everything on OTF Vonnie. At the end of the day, is he wrong? He ain't wrong. Fuck him. This is what people do. The streets are dead. This shit is over with. It's been over with. It's either your life or my life. And guess who life I'm gonna pick? My life, nigga. So a lot of these niggas be doing all that. You a real nigga, you gonna go down and da-da-da. These niggas not going down. It's a new day, bro. It's not back in the day. These niggas don't have morals, principles. It's your life or my life. And my life come first, so fuck your life. And that's what Durk just did. That's gonna be the only way Durk gonna come from this shit. All them niggas, Ace Boogie, OTF DD, all them niggas done set back to, you don't think they was sending kites to each other? They sending kites to each other. How we gonna come from under this? Ain't no way to come up from under this shit unless we blame it on the Goofy. And guess what? They blaming it on the Goofy. I told y'all this shit is crazy, but your favorite rapper not as gangster as you think he is.
Oh my God, man. I hate to hear it. I do hate to hear this, man. So what do we do with all that music, y'all? Is it still in the playlist? Yeah, y'all still rocking with it? Y'all still dancing, partying to it? Y'all still gonna let y'all kids listen to it? That's the biggest concern the public should have right now. Well, what do we do with the music? Because it's still out there and it's still toxic. and you still got people taking heed to these verses like it's coming straight out the Bible. It'd have been different if they all would have kept it silent and nobody said nothing. Then that would have been honorable. But since they tattletelling and everything, what do we do with that? You know, and I'm not gonna sit up here acting like I'm the biggest Lil Durk fan. I couldn't tell you a Lil Durk song. I've never heard a Lil Durk song in my whole entire life. And I don't plan on getting on iTunes and checking for none either. I heard it sound like K-pop. It sound like some shit from an anime cartoon what his music be sounding like. Am I right or am I don't know. Y'all know better than me. Photo of OTF Jam in the interrogation room snitching on Lil Durk. Well, damn. He got a Chipotle bag, McDonald's fries, Arby's sauce. He told them to go get all the fast food in the area. He fucked it up. I don't see not one French fry left. He obliterated that steak sandwich. God damn, boy. He snitched for a Big Mac. This is disgusting, man. The look into the camera is crazy. That's what I'm saying. He looking up like, uh-oh. Yeah, we see you, nigga. Bro sold out for a double cheeseburger and some fries. It looked like he had some nuggets to go along with it. Said you can see it in his face. He was singing like a canary. He even got the McDonald's. LOL, the cheap fast food meal on the table always tells us exactly what was said. He like, hey, y'all got another sandwich? I'll tell y'all where Diddy got all that baby oil from. Okay, people being real silly online.
Oh my goodness.
We gonna move on because there's a bunch of other stuff we gotta get into. Your boy 6ix9ine been making some points out here. You know, he the poster boy for snitching. He looked like a human rat. And every time situations like this come up, he's the spokesperson for the snitching. But this is what I want to deal with real quick before we move forward with the Lil Durk stuff, because we got a lot of that to get into. But before we get into that, I want to get into this. So yeah, set that up. Y'all stay tuned while I get this together. It's only going to take a second, y'all. Okay, look at this.
That's what I...
No. This spot to be crazy. Okay, y'all listening? Okay, here we go. Come on.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the site. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars in that car.
Hold on, y'all. Let me do this real fast. Cause I'm over here like I'm just hurt that it turned out to be like this.
Ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic.
Damn, he couldn't believe his eyes, y'all. Damn, man. They pull his mans out the car. They missed the target. That's some old goofy shit they did. They killed everybody but Quando Rondo. And he goofy, so why would they even? They did it for the streets. Why they wait until he got in the van or the truck or whatever? This is stupid.
Shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile
No, man, that was his cousin too.
gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
Can I get some space, please?
It ended at Santa Monica Boulevard. Deputies found it peppered with bullet holes and a shattered window. One man inside, a member of Rondo's entourage, had been shot. The 23-year-old was taken to the hospital where he died.
Oh, no, man. Come on, Durk. Y'all could have did better than that. Whatever happened to catching somebody and beating them with a belt? And you got cameras too. That would have been good. They should have spanked them first and see how the public felt about that. That would have been good enough. Give him a good old-fashioned ass beating. They could have let Durk do it. They ain't have to do it like that. And that's a cop. Shit, walk up on some. If you gonna do it like that, walk up on them and pull the trigger. They shot Vaughn close blank range. The dude that shot King Vaughn, he was standing on both of his feet. If you really want revenge, they could have waited it out. I mean, I'm glad Rondo not dead. I don't want him dead or nothing, but they could have. This was all the way sloppy. It wasn't nothing gangster about this. So I don't know what they was thinking or why they would want to slide for Vaughn. And he a killer. I mean, you kill, you be killed. I'm stuck, man. Look at this.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Everything, I swear to God, I think I would tell you, please, I swear, please.
Being placed into the waiting cell, Ted is seen crying his eyes out, wanting nothing more than to just rat on gang members he knows did hits and be taken out of jail.
Wait, hold on. You gotta relax for me. I can't understand it, dude. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright?
Let's see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
What is he, 12? He looked like a child. A cracked out child.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get the bus to prison. Relax.
Give me no, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
With OTF Didi being his older brother who knows the crimes he's told to him. But when there was news of someone snitching with their family's last name in court paperwork, everyone believed it was Didi. Ted also gave up information that the firearm was used in a crime with OTF Jam, which resulted in Jam's crib getting raided by the feds, who was on probation at the time, giving him no choice but to snitch on Durk or go to prison for the rest of his life.
So,
oh my God.
This is what happens afterwards. The police raided Jam's crib. They got the probable cause from this crying dude. They figure out that was used on a drill that Jam was also on. They used it as PC to raid Jam's crib.
Wow.
Now, here's the thing. This dude gets up out of this situation. Because his brother is OTF, no one is thinking that this body cam exists. They're not thinking he's crying and telling the cops, I'll tell you about him. If anything, they're thinking he's holding it down. His brother is Didi. Okay? So what happens is when Jam gets raided, essentially, they're starting to think maybe Jam got some going on.
This is when something...
Hold on, wait, y'all. Hold up, man. Hold up. I need a moment. This is all jacked up. That's why if you gonna do some dirt, you might as well be a man about it and do that dirt up on your lonely. And ain't nobody got to know. Catch Quando goofy ass coming out the GameStop and stop all the games. That would have been an easy hit. Catch him coming off the short bus and knock his block off and keep on moving. I wouldn't have did shit for King Von. Let's be real. With his murder record, his criminal history, he had it coming. It was only a matter of time. He ought to be blessed that he went out like that. It could have been worse. It could have been somebody that had real intent to take him out. It was somebody defending themselves or defending their loved one or whatever. It was self-defense. You know, there's some, what you call it? Some Tom and Jerry they got going on with Quando Rondo, because he's still out there and he's free. He's alive and he's still free. So what was the point in doing all that, man? This is the biggest L for these guys. Listen at this, y'all.
Wow. He was on your album, and y'all was cool, and you was cool with Vaughn. So that night when you was in the parking lot, what led up to you even being in the parking lots? I know you were sleeping in the car.
Man, this shit's so crazy, like, man, from my understanding, like, not trying to, I don't want nobody to think I'm chasing clout, bringing their name up and stuff, but at the end of the day, man, I'm like, it ain't about no clout. Like, I got, man, like when people be saying, like, people chasing clout and stuff, how, man, like, a nigga rich, like, man, I don't care about no clout. Like, I got 3 million followers. Like,
oh, leave him alone. Why they messing with that boy? That was some weak shit they did, man. He not the one you want to leave that boy alone. King Von 6'7", big, tall, buff murderer picking on little kids. That's bad karma. What they say? God watch over babies and fools.
Oh my goodness.
That man, they need to leave Quando Rondo alone. Because he again, Roscoe, he's special. Ain't nobody perfect or whatever. But damn, he already been dealt a bad hand. He ain't killing shit, but some fucking Play-Doh. He might be the Uno King. That's probably the best he can do. They all sitting in jail snitching on over this guy. Let him walk. They should be ashamed that King Von even wanted to smoke with this dude. He went for the weakest link and wound up getting shot. If you gonna lose your life, aim for the stars. If you gonna die, die because you smacked the shit out of NBA YoungBoy. Not one of his flunkies. And Von, I mean, Durk, this is the silliest shit I ever seen in my life. Go to jail for warring with a notable gangster. I could see if they had it out for Boosie or somebody and it got ugly. Or it was a real certified street dude that they just had to get him. But this guy, no. They getting plane tickets. They went to California and all this bull. They traveling the world to catch up with this dude. How lame and how goofy could they possibly be? Just so they could put it in a rap. If they would have killed Rondo, they would have rapped about it and went plat. That was the whole plan. They just wanted to sell some records.
Like, I ain't tripping about no clout. What do I need clout for? But from my understanding, ma'am, it was a love. I had a relationship.
Hung out.
Man, listen, like
this, and y'all hung out.
Man, listen.
About
hold on, man. I'm not trying to be the lollipop in the situation. You know, I'm not trying to be the lover man in this situation. But when he say that him and Vaughn had a loving relationship, you gotta question this type of stuff nowadays. I mean, if you had to question Teddy Pendergrass back in the day, you damn right you gotta question what's going on with these young boys now. When they talking about they having loving relationships and they supposed to be gangsters. Hold on. And no disrespect, because that's not what I'm trying to do. He been in jail plenty of times. In his videos, I don't want to pull up the questionable videos and stuff about grandson, you know, because I got rest in peace to King Von. But it was some what was going on with him and Quando Rondo that had him in his feelings about him like that. Because if they did a song together, hold on. Because if they was in the studio and they was working on music together and they was tight, then when did they start having problems? King Von and Quando Rondo's story is one of pain, loss, and lessons that can cut deep. Von's presence was larger than life, his music full of truth of where he come from, and his dreams stretched far beyond the streets. Quando's journey. So you know when Quando met King Von, he was real friendly with him. I love everything you do. Listen, he probably called him sir the whole time. Because there wasn't no hate there, like how he said. So why would he pick on that man? It was his album release party. You know what I'm saying? And he trying to sell some records. Ain't nothing like some hip-hop beef. And he went for the weakest link to get an NBA YoungBoy drama going on some Cash Doll shit. Quando Rondo trends on Twitter after people think he dissed King Von on new song Want Me Dead with YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy or whatever. Quando literally said in the interview that he didn't know it was beef with Von, and now he on the song screaming my favorite op dead. This is Von, the dude that he in jail now. Quando still trying to throw shots. Man so lame, can tell he'll do anything for YB. So from my understanding, this is my understanding, y'all. I'm just going to tell y'all how I feel about it. It's a possibility that when them gangsters get around each other, it be all love. But ain't no telling how deep that love got. There's no telling what they had going on behind the scenes that led up to all of this. He reflected on his past beef with King Von, admitting it could have been handled through music instead of violence. In a recent interview, he shared that issues between them could have been a song and millions of dollars instead of tragedy. They could have talked that out. If you want to beef, let's do this the right way. You want to spit your 16, I'm going to spit my 16. We can go back and forth on the mic, just like old school hip hop. Because it had to be about some rap music. They look like they could be related for real. Got the same nose, the same teeth, the same smile, same chin, the same eyes. Look, they look like they brothers, man. It should have never ended like this. And for Lil Durk to be a boss, he shouldn't have his prints on nothing. If the homies want to do that, the whole O Block could have handled that business. They ain't need Durk if that's what they wanted to do. He could have sat somewhere real comfortable, and when whatever went down, it should have never traced back to him. He ain't have to have his hand in it. If you a businessman, especially knowing the street politics, you don't have to lift a finger. It's gonna happen. Especially with him dissing his songs. It could have took years, 2, 3, 4 years. Shit. Alpo died, what was it, 30, 40 years after Paid in Full?
Oh my goodness.
They finally caught up with Alpo in 2020 something. And he been terrorizing the streets since the 80s. Now it's looking like they never gonna get Quando. And I don't think they should, because he ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Something interesting happened as OTF Jam would end up reacting to all of this finally being revealed in court. He would start comparing himself to Sammy the Bull on Instagram.
And he compared himself to Sammy the Bull. He basically said this is my address. I don't know if he really got released from jail, but he posted an address. He says, this is for anybody that feel like that I'm doing something that Sammy the Bull didn't do. Now, I gotta tell you who Sammy the Bull is if you don't know who that is. Sammy the Bull.
Damn. Yo, how long my shit was disconnected? Yo, that's some bullshit, man. My shit bootlegged. I didn't even know it was just how long it was disconnected. I'm just talking and reading and talking and reading. Yo, I'm gonna have to bust out the other computer the next time I get on here, man. That don't make no damn sense. Everybody done left. Yo, shout out to the people that stayed. What the hell going on? Matter of fact, I might as well take out that old raggedy computer tonight and get this set up. Y'all hit that like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button too. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Best believe I'm gonna be reading them comments below. Okay, let me see what's going on here.
You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe.